MuniCast is brought to you by SUMA, the voice of Saskatchewan's urban municipalities. SUMA is proud to represent the urban communities that over 80% of Saskatchewan residents call home. Each season, we discuss issues related to local governance and municipal leadership, like best practices, reconciliation, resources, and more. In Season 7, we'll be discussing the educational opportunities available to municipal administration and elected officials. We're kicking off this season with Robin Sather-Boswell, Director of Strategic Development and Corporate Training with Southeast College, to discuss the Municipal Management Microcredential. Partnerships with SUMA, SARM, and Municipal Hail Insurance continue to support training opportunities that challenge and build on participants' core business, leadership, and management skills. Administrators and operators have benefited from Southeast College management classes in their previous version entitled Municipal Management Essentials. Now they are offered as a choice to those employed working in municipal government. Welcome, Robin. It's a pleasure to be speaking with you today.
Well, thanks. Thanks for having me, Stephanie.
There are several opportunities for people to brush up on their municipal knowledge, and the Municipal Management Microcredential provides an accessible opportunity for people to learn the essentials of municipal management. So this microcredential is offered by Southeast College. Would you be able to tell me a little bit more about how these courses are delivered and how participants are able to attend them?
Awesome. Great question. So the classes are delivered online with a live instructor. So meaning you're not watching a tape recording. The instructor is live for you. So that's really a great offering to have in our province, especially with that flexibility. The best way to get to know any information on any of our classes is on our website at southeastcollege.org, as well as on our media platforms. We post to them regularly. Another option is you can contact myself as well as calling any one of our 6 campuses.
That's great. It's a really accessible option to be able to participate in classes live, but still online so that you can join in from anywhere in the province. So who would you say is the target audience for this municipal management microcredential?
Really anyone working among the RMs or the towns, even the cities. Administrators and operators have benefited just in regards to strengthening their leadership and influence, just to name a course. We do have 8 courses to further the knowledge in those areas.
And do you think that some of these courses offered would also be a benefit for council to take?
Oh, absolutely. Just to be on the same page as your frontline people would be a huge help in the communication alone, or just even perhaps that a member wants or an operator wants to become an administrator. So this sets you up for the proper education to perform in your career path. These courses also help build like those core business leadership and management skills for any type of education.
So it sounds like it could be really beneficial to anyone who's interested in municipal management of any form, whether they're staff or elected officials.
Absolutely.
What are some of these 8 courses that are included in that program?
They are performance management, critical thinking and decision making, event planning, customer service and engaging the public. That's a really big one. Conflict resolution and dealing with people. And then mentioned before, the leadership and influence course. And then there's office politics, introducing to supervising, and supervisory skills would be our last one.
Those all sound like they would be super valuable. Are there any that are required courses? I feel like it'd be hard to choose which ones you'd want to take.
No, that's actually really hard to answer because it just really depends on what skill that you're wanting to build on. If you're ever needing to ask anyone about the offerings, you can reach out to myself. Be happy to bounce ideas off, but ideally, you would need to make the decision on what makes the most sense in your position and where you want to take your career.
From the smallest villages to the largest cities, every day your urban municipality supports you. The water that travels from tap to sewer, the emergency services that keep you safe, the parks, libraries, and rinks that you enjoy. Our cities, towns, villages, resort villages, and northern municipalities are urban hubs bringing people together. We are urban. Celebrate your municipality as part of the urban family. And with that in mind, do you think there's certain courses within those 8 that are more beneficial to council than others are?
Definitely, I feel like everyone would have a different opinion as to what they think would be most beneficial. I think the best way to look at the offering is to think about what your weakest skill set might be and build on it from there. So let's say you're leading and you're okay at leading and directing people, then maybe you might want to start with the leadership and influence, and go from there. It's going to vary for everybody, but I know knowledge is power. So the more tools you have in your box is going to help any business.
Absolutely. So we've done a lot of talking about this micro-credential. Can you tell me a little bit more what a micro-credential is and how many of these courses you need to take to receive your completed micro-credential?
For sure. So a full micro-credential is taking 4 of the 8 classes that we have, or you could just take a couple. But if you do take the 4 classes, you actually receive a badge of achievement.
And is that badge of achievement something that they're able to list on places like resume, or what does that help people with, I guess?
Yeah, absolutely. So you will get a badge from us when you've completed the 4, and you can post it on your LinkedIn. You can post it on Facebook. That is a credited part of us being Southeast College.
Perfect. So it gives a little bit of credibility to the completion of that program too.
Absolutely.
And so how much do courses within this program cost?
So for the 4 classes, so again, we're trying to make it so it's the 4 bundled in to get that badge. For the 4 classes, it's $500 plus taxes, of course, or it's $150 a class plus tax. So there's a little bit of cost savings there.
Yeah, that is absolutely either way a really reasonable price for a full set of 4 classes.
Yeah, absolutely. And just trying to help further everybody's education.
And so when will courses be starting and how do people register for these?
So we have a new set of classes running November 19th and 20th. And they will run those 2 days from 8:30 in the morning till 12:30. So if you do want to take those classes, you can actually find it online and register there. Or again, you feel free to reach out to myself and I can help get anybody registered.
Okay, perfect. And that's great timing too. It's good for administrators as they're having a new fresh council coming in, and for anyone who is running for council or mayor and may be interested in taking some additional education, that's coming up right after that election. So it's perfect timing.
That's great.
So thank you very much, Robin, for taking the time to speak with me today about Southeast College's Municipal Management Microcredential program. Do you have any final comments that you'd like to leave listeners with?
Just thank you, Stephanie, and to the listeners. The college is always looking to empower residents of our own in Saskatchewan. So if it can be of any help to furthering anybody's education, that'd be great. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to send me a text and I'll get back to you at 306-891-6901. And this is great. So thank you to the listeners as well.
This brings us to the end of another episode of MuniCast. Thank you for listening in. Join us for episode 2, Municipal Administration Specialty with Saskatchewan Polytechnic, available on October 9th. Is your municipality a SUMA member? Did you know elected officials and staff have access to resources, meeting and webinar recordings, templates, and more through the member portal? Each member municipality has one shared login to the portal. Chat with your administrator or contact the SUMA office for more information.